I want to ask you one question. No one forced you to accept Islam.
No.
And also, no one's forced you to accept any false allegations. We want you to tell us about the conversations you made with yourself, in your inner mirror, until you accept Islam. Actually, we want you to tell us, in fact, about all your autobiography from the beginning.
But, you know, I mean, just generally, as a, you know, in my childhood, I was a normal American. I can't, you know, outline any you know, unique experience, but just that, you know, from a young age, we grow up in the society. We grow up and just, you know, live in this way. But I guess the prevalent belief in America is like an individual, you know, format of society. So we're all people. By your name, by your, you know, you make a reputation and such. So, you know, from this, we're taught, we're not tied down, you know, by family or by tradition. So this was something that was beneficial later. But, you know, growing up, going through school, was maybe a bit more difficult for me. Some people, they're very materialistic and superficial and just will sell themselves towards, you know, this popular culture that I've seen spread around the world, and I'm surprised that it's reached here, you know, and has such strength here too. So from this, you know, I didn't fully, you know, delve myself into this. I didn't feel a part of this. It didn't reciprocate towards me, so I didn't see it as being any kind of any success. And that the people that will go into this, they're very, you know, very stupid and such. So, you know, then later I decided to, I had gone to a special school to continue my studies and to, you know, accelerate this process. Because I felt, you know, so much pressure in the system. The schools there are not schools. They're like, you know, I don't know how to say it, but just people that eat each other alive, you know. So I wanted to leave this quicker, and so I went to the school. From this, you know, I felt a bit of seclusion, and I was withdrawn a bit because it's not normal. They focus more on the curriculum and such. So from this, you know, also was separated from my family. I had to move some to go to the school, and then so I was able to clear my mind from some things, but then find that, you know, there was a large void. While these things, they filled a space, they irritated me, you know, while they were present, but then as I removed them, I did feel a void, and I felt that there was a void also as well in the sense of fulfillment. While now, you know, I didn't feel, you know, I didn't have you know, a regiment for my day, so I left it, you know, and went to the school, and then from this I felt the spiritual void as well, and you know, a loneliness and a sense of being forgotten, and that, you know, I had no more people. They didn't know me, so I had no kind of place in the town, and then no plan for the future. So I decided to make, you know, a proactive effort to, you know, search for
no plan for the future.
No, it's America. What is it? You go to school and you go after university, and then you find employment, and what? Marriage is not. It's not the end. You know, marriage is actually sending you back to the beginning. And anyway, then, so I felt defeated in this sense, you know, and so from this I wanted to, you know, give myself a push forward in the right direction. So I was looking, as I said before, you know, through different systems and such. We hear a lot of compliments being given to, you know, such ideologies as Greek, you know, philosophy, and you know, a lot of praise is given to, you know, religion, you know, morality. Although it's not practiced, it's still complimented. So I decided to look into this some. As I passed through Christianity, you know, finding many faults, and also Judaism, because, you know, because it's, you know,
Exactly.
as we know.
No. Wait a minute until translation. أستاذ محمود تود. طيب ناخد مكالمة تليفونية سريعا. معنا الأخ طارق. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
وعليكم السلام. ازيك يا فندم؟
أهلا وسهلا.
أنا أحب أحيي أخويا مستر غائب. I'd like to send my greeting to my brother in Islam.
وعليكم السلام.
I have one question. And the first step, your strategic target in life was to get a good salary, a good car, and so on. Then you begin to make Islam your strategic target. How could you change your mind?
I think that we feel, you know, that this would be a success, to have a car and to have a high salary, a nice home in the suburbs. But, you know, as it comes closer, we think, you know, are we really going to be, you know, giving, you know, all of this effort only to reach this? And when we reach this, what will happen after? What will be our next target, you know? And actually there is no answer for that. We work so hard, you know, to go to university, to go, you know, run in the streets, to find the nice job, you know, spend all kinds of money to continue to fix our cars, you know, and really, you know, you'll ask these businessmen, you know, who live in New York City or Chicago or Los Angeles, you know, how are you? They say, oh, maybe, you know, good, you know, maybe I have to pay this bill here and go there, and, you know, generally the response is negative, you know, to a degree. And so they have a partial success, you know. They have attained what they set out to attain, but now really they have not, you know, moved in emotionally with, you know, along with their goal. So from this, you know, I felt, you know, disheartened, and so I wanted to really gain a success. If I am going to go spend the next 15 years of my life making a plan to, you know, so I can live the rest of my life in this effort, then I want to feel, you know, as I've succeeded fully. And this is how, and it's not really that we're trapped as Americans in a very, you know, worldly mindset. We are capable of that. I don't feel incredibly unique in this way, but just that, you know, I'm special in a way that I chose Islam. Many people, instead of going this way, they'll just make a profession they like, or maybe take up the drug that they never wanted to do before because they had to go to university. You know, maybe this is their choice. So maybe I chose the hardest one, you know, for, you know, the world, but the success for the hereafter.
تفضل.